I want to roll in the feedback from you guys in the community, the wider community, like community management team, of what kind of species you want to see, what kind of areas of the game you'd like us to focus on and kind of update and make Jurassic World Evolution 2 even better. And it's not just about what I want to do or what the team want to do, it's what you guys want as well, because you are the players ultimately. And you.
So we've had a fair few different species pack over the life of this game so far, and a lot of them seem to be heavily Cretaceous like themed. Like there's a lot of Cretaceous creatures added, and that really does show on the game. As you see, we've got 2 Permian creatures, 2 Triassic creatures, 20 Jurassic and 63 Cretaceous. For Aviaries, we have 0 Triassic, 2 Jurassic and 9 Cretaceous species. For the Lagoons, we have 1 Devonian, 3 Triassic, 3 Jurassic and 6 Cretaceous. So in total that is 1 for the Devonian, that's 2 for Permian and 5 for Triassic, 25 for the Jurassic and 79 for Cretaceous. So it'd be really cool to see like some more species packs, especially for like the Permian, the Triassic and Jurassic, building those numbers up. And for me, I'd really love to see a lot more Triassic species, because this is where everything really branched out massively, especially making the main families for the Jurassic and Cretaceous period, and there's so many interesting creatures to see here. So my first pick for the Triassic pack would be Postosuchus, which was made famous to me by Walking with Dinosaurs, and I've always loved this Triassic species because of that TV series, and there's already a mod for it which looks really awesome. So it would be cool to see in the vanilla game, so console players like myself would be able to add this to our parks, and yeah, something really cool and interesting. Next on my list would be Plateosaurus, which was like an early ancestor to sauropods, and would be a cool addition as it would be a herbivore, which we do not have a herbivore Triassic species yet, as they are all meat eaters that are on land. And yeah, it'd be really cool to see, and just really weird looking, especially you could do some very interesting walking animations for these creatures, and the feeding animations could be pretty interesting, and yeah, just a welcome addition to the game. Next up, I would have this creature from Poland, which is Lisowice. I might pronounce that a bit wrong, my pronunciation is terrible, but I would love to see this. It'd be really cool, and you could also use Lystros as their like little babies, which would be pretty cool to see. All the way from Utah, I would have Silentiventus added to the Avery edition of the Triassic pack. I feel like it'd be really cool. Like there's so many cool like small pterosaurs that are out there that you could pick from, but this is probably one of the larger ones, which would look pretty nice, especially if they did like the full feathering on it, and yeah, something I'd enjoy. So that would be my top 4 picks for a Triassic pack. Now I'm just going to add 2 extra additional ones. Obviously, like the species pack are usually like 4, but if they decide to add like another aquatic species to the other 3 we have, these are the 2 I would pick. One which would make great use of the platform, and maybe give another excuse to add 2 types of platform to the game, like a beach one or possibly a swampy looking one, which could either be free floating in the middle or could attach to the viewing galleries, which would be pretty awesome to see. And yeah, this is what I'd pick. So my first pick for a Triassic lagoon would be Redondosaurus, which is kind of crocodilian looking, but not crocodilian. It's a pliosaur, which is a really cool creature, and I feel like this would be really cool in lagoons, and seeing them come up onto like the rock, and if they do add any more platforms, which would be such a cool thing to see swimming around. Next up would be Mastodontosaurus, which would be really cool and fit a niche that isn't in lagoons right now, and this thing would probably stay pretty low to the lagoon, which would also maybe add the ability to add some more decorations, if not like broken sticks and logs at the bottom, and would make it look really interesting, as it would probably sort of crawl along the bottom and then swim around catching fish, and very rarely seen at the top, probably only to ever get air. And yeah, it'd be really cool to see, and you probably wouldn't see it on the landing platforms, because if you look at like the muscles and the size of the head compared to the body, it'd really struggle on land. So it is really well adapted for spending all its time in water, and would not look too different only ever being in the lagoon water itself. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video and you've stuck to the end. In the comments below, let me know if you'd like to see more of these videos of like wish lists. I would like to see as species packs and probably the main packs as well, where they had like campaigns and things. And what would you like to see from the Triassic era? It'd be really cool to see what you guys would have, and I could make a video on the top 10 wanted or top 5 wanted, depending on where we get.